CNBC-TV18 Weekender.
Hello and welcome to CNBC-TV18 Weekender. I'm Shruti Mishra. My guest today is a father of two, heartthrob of millions and an exceptional dancer. Well, I'm talking about none other than Hrithik Roshan. He became a superstar with his debut film Kaho Pyaar and has since then won over 100 awards. Having ruled the industry for 16 years now, Hrithik continues to be ahead of the pack. I'm standing outside his house in Juhu in Mumbai, so let's go inside and meet the man and find out what keeps him going. It's a common assumption that children of celebrities tend to enjoy affluent lives, sans all hurdles of life. But in your case, it wasn't true. You know, while growing up, you had some serious stuttering issues. And so tell me, how was life back then when you were growing up? How did you feel then?
Shruti, I think that assumption is very, very wrong. Okay. I think whether you're born on the 100th floor or the first floor, I think all our lives are quite balanced in a sense. We have our share of, you know, the struggle and the vacuums that we grow up with, and sure, we also have all around us, and this is something I believe infallibly. I had a stutter that formed, I think, would become like kind of like the topic or the title of my entire growing years, because everything was touched by it in bad ways at first, but now when I look back, I would not have it in any other way. I have cried myself to sleep many a nights. I've been teased. That was strength building. You know, it's like whenever you go through any struggle or hardships, it's like the gym for the brain. You know, what do you do in a gym to build your body? You lift the heaviest possible weight that you can't lift.
Sure.
And then the brain and your body grows stronger. The brain builds the muscles stronger because you're carrying a load that you can't lift. But
what gave you the strength when you were a child? You know, obviously you've grown and you've matured and you know all these things today. But when you were that young,
what must have given me the strength? I don't know. I just remember that there was deep pain and there was a need to shout. You know, there was a need to just express myself, and I think that is what fanned the drive. I think it was a mixture of pain and anger and this tremendous feeling of betrayal, that why am I not normal? So I think somewhere that must have, I think that drove me a lot.
You said that the assumption is wrong that, you know, celebrities, children have an easy way out, but you're definitely born with a silver spoon. And do you feel that you had higher standards to be met, more pressure to be perfect? And how supportive was your family?
You know, I really can't compare because I don't know what it would be like to not be my parents' kid. So I don't know. But I do know that I have seen days in my growing years where there was no money in the house, where my mother did not have money for the basic vegetables to be bought on that day, and I've seen her break down. I have seen my father be thrown out of this apartment that we stayed in because he did not have the money for rent. But yes, my father was famous. And that did lead to a lot of perks, you know, being recognized, being respected. I can't really pinpoint the silver spoon that you spoke of.
All right.
I can't pinpoint that. I don't know where that was. Maybe it was in the fact that that my father, through his struggle as an actor, eventually became a director, and then I had you know, this opportunity to be launched by him. That point of time, education was non-existent. You know, education on a stutter or any kind of a handicap was just and especially if you had a stutter, it was a thing that you're doing that you're not supposed to do. don't talk like that.
Yeah.
Speak well, speak right, you know, speak slowly. But it's deeper than that, you know.
Sure.
So apart from the non-educative advice that I got, there was a lot of emotional support, of course. My mom and yeah, the support is obviously there.
So at 21 you were diagnosed with a curved spinal cord and your doctor advised you to not become an actor. In 2010 you were diagnosed with a bad knee. 2013 again you went under the knife. You know, what gave you the strength then to pursue acting as a career when you were specifically asked not to do so?
Yeah, that was heartbreaking when, because I already had, you know, one deadly demon to deal with, and then on top of that there was this doctor who was sitting right in front of me, who was supposedly the best in Asia, asking me not to be an actor because if I would jump and dance, etc., etc., I would eventually come under his knife, and after that, you know, the chances are 50-50 whether I will be able to do action or dance again after that. So that was a terrible day, and terrible of again non-educative educated advice. The doctor did not know that there were other possibilities. There's so much more alternative information that can help you if you just search and seek. So I gave it up for a year. For an entire year I gave it up. I gave up my dream. I literally felt like I was physically handicapped. I used to get up like this, I used to turn like this. It was just a mental block that was created because of what the doctor had said.
When did you decide that no, you have to do it?
I still remember that it was the same exact date, a year after I'd met the doctor. I was going to some event or some party at that time. I was 18 years old, I think, and I was wearing a suit, and I decided not to go for the function that I was going to, and I realized it's the same day, and it was raining, and I went to the beach in my suit. I took off my jacket, I walked on the sand, and I just told myself that my life is just going to go on like this. You know, one day I'll be in my 40s, and I will never know whether I could have, or I, you know, should have tried
at least.
So what could be the worst thing that could happen, and what could be the best thing that could happen? So the best thing was something that was exciting enough, and I remember I took off my jacket and I started to jog on the beach. And because the doctor had said, don't run, don't jog, don't do anything. So for 1 year I did not do anything. So I'm there on the beach and I'm jogging, and I still remember I'm talking to myself that, you know, there is no pain. You know, I can't feel the pain. The doctor said I would feel pain if I jog. It's not there, and I'm jogging and simultaneously the rain miraculously is getting like stronger and stronger, and you know, it turns into a filmy moment. It turns into this torrential rain, and I find myself galloping. You know, I'm hearing background score in my head, and I'm like, just, you know, and I have this feeling. I don't know what my face looked like. It must have been an incredible expression of, you know, mix of like fear, joy, realization, excitement, something beginning. So that's the day I decided. I said, damn, with everything.
Now talking about films, you know, you debuted as a child artist when you were only 6 in the film Asha, Bhagwan Dada. Then of course you became a superstar overnight with Kaho Pyaar. Post that, you know, you've had a series of hits and flops, but how do you deal with failures? Are you a sore loser?
Not at all. I wonder why. I think I know why. I think I know why. I know because I have a very strong conscience, plus a very strong sense of awareness, and I'm very humble when it comes to my work. I think a mixture of all these 3 ingredients in my character gives me the power to assess before the results are out. And I can't again remember a single time where the movie's result did not resonate with the true feeling inside my heart, even if I have not said it.
So did you know that you're going to be a superstar with Kaho Pyaar?
That's the only time I went wrong.
Okay.
The only time I went wrong was Kaho Pyaar.
All right.
Kaho Na Pyaar I thought was an average film. It will do average. I may be liked. I will get the compliments.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a battle to struggle after that. I did not expect what happened with that film.
An actor's life is also marred with controversies. You know, how do you react to anything, negative news in the papers or anything personal written about you? How do you react to that?
Do not react. Respond.
So how do you respond then?
I don't think I have needed to respond on a personal level. There are two things that people can say about you. They can either say the truth. If it is the truth, it's the truth. It might not be a good truth, but it's still the truth. You got to be okay with that. The other thing that they can say is lies.
All right, on that note, it's time for us to take a break, but don't go anywhere as we continue our chat with actor Hrithik Roshan.
CNBC-TV18 Weekender.